Hello, this is Lisa Hazard and Misty Lore with the podcast We're All Psychic. And today we have Maddie here as a guest, and she's just incredible. We've been talking. She started telling her stories, and I said, hold on a second. Maddie, would you like to say hello?
Hey, it's Maddie.
Hey. Misty is over there on the same mic as Maddie, and they sound great to me. I hope so I think it's going to work out. So we have a question for you, Maddie. Misty, would you like to ask the question?
Sure, I would love to ask her. Maddie, do you think we're all psychic?
I believe it. I believe so.
And how so?
I mean, I feel like everybody kind of has like that kind of energy that they can tap into. It's more of like a mindset of being open and like people who don't understand don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of like opening up a little bit to it, right?
Yeah. Like, I mean, it would be about the same as like mother's intuition and stuff like that.
That's a good point.
Like my grandma told me last night she had a dream about me, and this week I've been financially struggling really, really bad. Like it's been horrible. And I went and seen her today, and she was like, "Are you okay? Like I had a dream about you last night." Like, and then she was like, "You're not okay. Like tell me what's going on."
And then you told her.
Yeah. So I think
Wow.
I think everybody can kind of be psychic and have like a sixth sense on things.
Yes. Yeah, if they're in tune to it, I think so too.
That's really cool. So before the podcast, Maddie was telling us, I said, we're talking about alien abduction, right? She said, well, a lot of strange things have happened to me. And she started to tell a story about the last alien abduction she can remember. And I would love you to take it tell the listeners about what you were just telling us when I said, we got to record this.
Okay. So, well, I don't know. Like, I have no proof to ever say that it was ever alien abduction. But like ever since I was a kid, strange stuff has happened to me. Like I've always been a very sickly child. Like I used to have seizures and stuff like that,
Yeah.
And then I guess the most recent would be like when I was 16 or 17 and I was sitting in my car. It was about 2 a.m., 1 or 2. And I look up, I'm just sitting there. I was on my phone just watching YouTube, just chilling. And I look up and I see what it was like a big ball of like light and then a ring around that ball. And it was there. And then I seen it and then it wasn't there.
Wow. But did you see it move, or did it seem like it moved away, or did it disappear altogether?
It's like I seen it and I blinked and then it was gone.
My father has seen a craft, he said one time when he was a child, and he said it was like a cigar shape in the sky by some clouds. He said it would move in such a way that you couldn't see it move, but it'd be in one place and then it'd be in another place and be back in the first place. So I think that's really interesting that you said that.
Yeah.
They move like that, supposedly.
Like an instant.
I mean, it may have moved to another part in the sky. I'm gonna be honest. I got out my car and I ran inside my house.
Yeah.
I was like, no, not happening.
What was
like, yeah, it's time to go to bed.
What was your first experience with any kind of alien activity in your life that you remember?
Well, I can't really remember. Like I remember instances where like stuff would go missing and then I'd have like an intuition of like, I don't know, like where it went. And me and you were talking, like I have like markings on my body.
Yes, she does.
Like,
wow.
I've seen them, of like triangles. Like it looks like freckles is what it is, but it's like all over. I'd have to take off my jacket, but like that's a triangle and then it moves up and it's a triangle.
Oh my God.
And they're like, if you connected them all,
yeah,
they would look. There's a triangle.
She does have. I'm belching for her, and I'm looking at her right now, and it's like a connect the dots.
Wow,
all over her arms,
and then like on my back.
Like I've never seen that before.
And then like right here, like they're itty bitty little triangles.
Like they're everywhere.
Wow. Oh wow,
that is
so crazy. Oh, triangles in palmistry are lucky. And they're lucky in a lot of things, and they're also a magical symbol of the Trinity and all, like of in every spiritual religion, pretty much, there's a trinity, a trinity. I was trying to say trilogy and trinity at the same time, and I said trinity. But there's a trinity beliefs in the religions and the spiritualities. The people all over the world, the trinity thing is there. There's a three, and then in us, people often say body, mind, spirit. Three, and witches love three. So
Yeah,
Right.
3 is a magical number. Yeah.
yeah.
I was born on the 3rd.
You were born on the 3rd.
Oh, shit, man.
It is a spirit thing. So
Yeah, it is.
when it started, like when you first had things go missing, do you remember like them ever like taking you and you wake up in a place where you don't know where you were?
No.
Okay.
Now, I feel like I would be such a different person if that ever, like,
Yeah.
if I could remember that.
Yeah.
Like, I have no, remembrance. Like, I'm not saying, like, that, I don't know how I'm trying to explain it, but,
yeah.
like, I've never woke up on, like, a spaceship or, like, seen aliens besides, like, the UFO. And I feel like at first, I don't know, like that picture I was showing you, like it's a live picture. Like I took a picture, and you know how on iPhones you can like hold down and it's a live picture. And like what it is, like it looked like was when it used to let me look at it. Now it doesn't.
Oh, wow.
The energy.
Interesting.
like it won't even let me click to make it live.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That stuff does happen. It does.
Yeah, a lot.
It's like if you can see it.
Oh wow. It looks like a jellyfish, but that's in the sky.
It does, doesn't it? A little bit. And I've seen it because I look at the sky like, we live out, out here in the country, and skies like aren't as clear as they would be out in the country that they are in the city.
Yeah.
So
that's amazing. I've never seen a picture like that, like ever. That's just insane. Yeah. If you would send that to me, I would love it. Maybe after the podcast. I would love to hear like about more like experiences you've had. It sounds like you've been sensitive to energy all your life and kind of aware of it, pretty aware of it.
Okay, so it's like one of those,
the beginning, and
like what's the first time that you realize like maybe some things that have happened to you haven't happened like they have to other people, and
well, one night I was on my way home. My car had just broken down, and my mom was with me, and she was taking me and a friend out. She was taking her home is what she was doing, and we were going down the road. And I seen somebody like standing on the side of the road. And I was like, oh my God, I hope he doesn't like run out in front of the car. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, that would be horrible if he ran out in front of the car. And it was like he got really, really close. And then we were about to, pass him, and he like ran across the street. And I screamed. Like, I thought my mama hit him. And she was like, what is wrong with you? Like, what are you yelling at? And I was like, you didn't see that man run across the street? And she was like, no.
What did he look like?
It was just like a man. He was maybe like middle-aged,
Tall?
Yeah. Well, he was
tall?
Not real tall, but he was wearing a red shirt. That's all I remember.
Huh.
And then my grandma, me and her were talking the other night. She said, oh, I'm out of breath. I talk so much.
You're talking a lot. You're the guest, of course. You're doing all the talking.
Right. So my grandma was telling me, she was like, when your mom and your dad were friends, they had a buddy named Jeff, and he died on that curve. That curve where I seen that man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow.
And me and her were talking about it because I was just telling her about it, and she was telling me that my little brother is scared to go in the hallway by himself in their house because he lives with them. He's scared to go in the hallway by himself because he says every night he can see a shadow walk from his room and into our grandparents' room.
Mm-hmm.
And when my mom and my dad's friend Jeff was alive, he stayed in that room and he used their bathroom. Oh. And so we were talking, and I was like, well, that's crazy. And I was telling her about the experience I had with him running across the road. And we had pieced the connection together. She was like, Jeff died around that corner. She was like, I wonder if that was Jeff, if you seen Jeff. She was like, he loved your mama. Like, they were close friends.
Yeah.
I looked almost just like my mama.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy. You know,
Sorry, my cat Gandalf is like attacking me right now, and I can't like you've seen this. He keeps knocking the computer, and like he needs to chill out. And go chill out.
Yeah.
He's like it's
Dog,
like he loves you. He wants your attention. And he wants me my attention off you. I don't know. Let me just give him some love for a minute. Hold on. This usually works. Are you gonna let me do the podcast?
now one night
Oh
we
yeah.
have security cameras at my house.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, I have to find the picture. We have security cameras at my house, and we seen like these two figures. Well, maybe I should tell the story about why that matters, because a couple years ago, me and my friend, we were sitting out in the garage, and my dog Lexi was looking out like at the screen door. She was looking outside, and like all the hair on her back stood up. She was like, just like acting real territorial, like something was out there. And so I was like, hey, go look out there and tell me what's out there. I was like, is it just a raccoon or something? I was like, she maybe should just let her outside and she'll go look. And we opened the door, and Lexi wouldn't go outside. She would just back up, but she was still acting real territorial. So I was like, I don't know what's spooking her, but just shut the door. And so she shut the door. And my friend said that she seen a shadow run right at the door at the same time my dog jumped on the door.
Wow.
And
so she was sensitive too then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He said she's seen that. And then I was like, whoa, well, let's go inside. I was like, let's get out of the garage.
Yeah.
I was like, let's get out of here.
That's always how when I was younger, especially if some weird something was going on and other people are experiencing it too, especially like that was the answer. Like, now what? Because in the movies or in books and stuff, when something like that goes on, it ends and you get a cut in the movie, or there's a new break in the book, like they leave you hanging because that's how like the style. But in life, when those things happen, it's just like,
now if you've ever...
let's go inside.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever heard of the Hat Man before.
No, I haven't heard. Who is the Hat Man?
I've seen him. Okay, so I was sitting outside one night. It was about, I don't know, maybe I just need to quit hanging out so late.
Yeah.
Maybe I just need to go to bed soon. I don't know. But I was out there. It was about 2 or 30. I was just chilling outside. I was smoking. I was just out there. Wasn't allowed to smoke in the house, outside. And I had Lexi with me. I had earbuds in. And out of the corner of my eye, I seen Lexi stand up. And I look up, and she started she was like going off, like she was growling and stuff. And I look up, and at the edge of my property, I seen this man. It was a really, really tall man, and he was wearing like a cowboy hat. It looked like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's
we've had other guests. Yeah, we've had other guests talk about a smoking Marlboro man, and I've seen a cowboy when I was younger, but he was green. That's really weird.
It was like a shadow man, kind of. And he had like a cowboy hat on. And we looked at each other, and he seen me. And I had Googled, I didn't know until I started working at Maid Pro that that's who that was. And me and the manager were talking, and she was like, look up the Hat Man. Like, that sounds like that could be what that was. I looked it up, and I was like, that's exactly what I saw. And so that's how I pieced that together. And
was it kind of like, was he in like a suit kind of thing with the hat, or was it just kind of black shadow?
It was like you couldn't tell, but you could tell he was dressed up. Like he was like
the Men in Black.
Maybe.
That's what I was thinking. That was my first thought, because she's had some experiences with that. But I was watching a show the other day, and it had a story about aliens, and a man that was dressed like in a suit and like dressed up really nice with a hat was giving the other guy like messages, about aliens, and that in the series anyway, the guy ends up like walking up to his driveway, and then he turns around to grab his phone, and the guy's gone, like
Wow.
disappeared. So that's why I thought about that.
See, we looked at each other, and I know, like, he was staring at me the whole time.
Oh, weird.
Like, and I know that's why Lexi was acting all territorial, because he was looking at me, and she probably could feel the energy off of him, you know. And what from the research I did, he's like a very curious spirit, I guess is what you could say. Like he peeps in on people that are like going through really bad depression and having real bad like issues. And like at that time I was like at that time I was feeling very, very at a loss point. I had just graduated high school. It was like, what am I going to do now? Like, where do I go? I just wrecked my car.
What did you feel like his intention was?
I felt like
what did he want?
I don't know what he wanted. It felt like he was just observing me. Like he was just watching me. Like
did you feel better? I mean, did he make you feel better at all or worse or anything? No.
No, it didn't make me feel better or worse. It's like he seen me, and when I seen him, I acknowledged him, and I looked at him, and I went, "Not today." And I walked up, and I went inside, and I went to bed.
So you basically told him no.
Yeah, I was like, "Not today."
Yeah, you've seen enough.
I was like,
yo, peeping Tom, you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, really. Scars on your body that you don't know where they came from or what happened.
I don't know where this came from.
Okay, she's showing me a scar on her thumb.
I don't know. I've had it ever since I was a kid. I've called it my smiley face scar. I used to not know what this scar was, but come to find out when I was in preschool, I knocked over a chair off the table and my pinky exploded, and we had to stitch it back together.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm very accident prone. Yeah, like stuff happens to me all the time.
Oh
yeah.
Wow, yeah. Do you have any do you have missing time? Because some people who have been supposedly abducted by aliens have time missing.
Now time like missing, like
by that I mean is, let's say you go to bed and then you go to bed at 10 and you wake up at, let's say, 3, and the next thing you know it's 10 in the morning and you wake up again. You're like, I must have just slept, but or there can be
actually last night I was working on a book I've been working on. It's a funny book I've been writing. It's about things I don't like. Okay. And it was just like my grandma gave me one of those little golden books, and it's like a do-it-yourself golden book. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to turn it into something funny. Like I'll just make it about a book I don't like. And I was sitting there and I was working on it, and I was watching a scary movie because I watch scary movies all the time. Too. I'm bad about it. Like I was watching Insidious.
Yeah,
I've seen it a million times, but
I love Insidious.
I was sitting there watching it. I know they're so good, and it had to be a really, really good scary movie for it to be like scary to me.
Right.
So I don't know, but I was sitting there working on it, and I woke up this morning and I was thinking, I was like, I don't remember moving my book to my table. I don't remember getting up and doing that.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like I felt like I fell asleep. Like I didn't move my book, is what I'm saying. Like I may have moved it maybe at some point in the night, but it was on my table, so I don't know how that was possible.
Right. That's what she's talking about. Yeah.
So I mean, actually, that was last night.
That's really weird.
And it's happened before.
Yeah, I've had moments like that before.
That is missing time, unless it's a fairy. Yeah. You doing something and not remembering because there's time missing or something happened that you don't remember. Yeah. That's very strange.
So does it happen a lot at night or in the daytime?
Yeah, if I'm missing time, it's like right before I'm going to bed. Like if I'm thinking about going to bed, like last night I was working on that thing. I was working on it till about 1 or 2, and I was just watching, the movie. I had just been sitting there, and I don't remember, like, I don't remember moving my book. I don't remember moving the paper or any of that. But I woke up in bed on the right, like, and I was laying, like, my bed's like this, and I was laying like this way. So, like, my head was at the edge of the bed
Oh,
because
wow.
I was just laying on my stomach working on my book. And I woke up on my back at the top of my bed, covered up.
No, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you lost some time and did something that you don't remember. I mean, there's a lot
Yeah.
of explanations for that, but does that happen often? Like little things like that you just don't know how that happened, but you ended up kind of in a different place and you don't remember doing it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
like, I wouldn't say often, but enough for it to be, kind of like,
mentionable.
I guess you
Yeah.
would say, yes.
Yeah, wow, man. That's really, really cool actually. What conclusion are you with at right now with all these experiences? What do you think's going on with you and
Um,
this situation in particular?
I feel like anything that's out there, like, I feel like they don't wish me any harm. Like, they don't wish me, like, no bad anything. Like, the reason I think about aliens is because I know about aliens. I've heard about aliens my whole life. My mom will
You're
literally
drawn
fall
to it,
asleep.
right?
Yes, my mom, and like my mom loves it. She's always
Starseed.
Maybe.
she's always like my mom's always loved supernatural, like aliens. Like she's always got her TV on the UFO
Very
channel.
curious about it. Mhm.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so I don't know.
They already have information around you, but you seem to have your own interest in it anyway, and you have a
Mhm.
lot of knowledge about it from watching stuff like that, and it just being
Yeah.
exposed to it. So that's really cool. I think you'll
Now,
build on it. Yeah. So like have you ever heard about star seeds and stuff like that?
now Misty was mentioning it the other day, and I googled it, but I wasn't too sure it was exactly what you guys were talking about.
Yeah, star seeds are they're all, yeah, every site you look at on Google says star seeds kind of different and you have to put together what the main
Mhm.
overall theme is, but they're basically people who they have every generation they renamed them basically from the 70s on, and some people mostly like considered, if quote unquote new age or whatever in the 70s and 60s,
Mhm.
and you know um into metaphysical in the 90s and 2000s, into whatever it's happening now, energy, I guess. But um shoot, I just forgot my point. This happens a
Well,
lot.
no, you're talking about explaining what exactly a star seed
Oh yeah,
is to
so
her.
every generation. So these people in the 70s and these communities decided, or they figured out through divination and communicating with spirits and stuff like that, that these children were being born to help the human race expand our consciousness and hopefully develop some kindness and compassion, stuff like that, and that's what they're here for. And in each generation they're named something else, but they're here. This is supposed to be going on right now, what they're here for. And it's not like the planet's going to start vibrating and it's not like that. Yeah, it's like people are given an opportunity to expand their experiences in life and see it a different way, and not be afraid of it. And it's a lot of people are talking about it now. And the star seeds were supposed, and then they were called indigo children, rainbow children, crystal children. They're supposed to be the people who are born especially sensitive to it and accept it and start teaching other people how to, and just work with it and make it a part of everyday life. That's what they're supposed to do, basically. So, and a lot of them have time, missing time and stuff. And
Yeah,
they have
describe
a
GDP.
usually a wisdom beyond their years and a way of compassion just about them, and you do. And
Wow.
just a real like kind of a down to earth personality, but also really like able to articulate the abstract in a way that other people can understand and experience, whether it's with your voice or the way you explain it or the words you choose. This
Mhm.
cat is over the top tonight, guys. Top, he's just pawing at that plant just to get my attention. Was going on good enough.
With all this energy.
Like
He is-
animals love me.
Now
Yeah.
he's never
Yeah,
been
they
this.
do.
He's usually demanding, but this time he's just over the top, man. He's driving me
Well, I
nuts. And he-
also like read a little bit about starseed too. Not a whole lot, but I've researched a little bit since we had the podcast. And I think some of them were born about the time that you were born.
oh, they're
and
still
I
being
also-
born. They're still being
Yeah,
born.
well, yeah. But this group though that I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was born in 01. I was born on the 3rd in January.
Well, yeah, you could call her whatever you want to call her. But yeah, I think it has something to do with the power of the earth, and I think it does have something to do with aliens.
I am an Earth sign.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm an earth sign too.
So I mean, I think that it's definitely attracted to you. That's
I believe that because like stuff like has happened to me ever since I was a kid.
yeah.
You know,
I'm
like-
the same way. I know.
Like, I mean, at this point, it's not like so much of, oh, why is this happening to me? It's kind of just go with the flow of it happening.
That's a good way to put it. That's a really
Like-
good way to put it.
That is
I mean,
a good way
you
to put it.
you really can't control things.
Nope.
No matter
No.
how much you want to, no matter how much you would like to.
Yep.
It's really out of your hand. And the things that you can control is the things that you should focus on,
Mm-hmm.
not the outside forces, but the ones within,
And
Yeah.
there's that young brain.
Yeah, there's
It's
that
so old.
maturity beyond her years. Yes, the knowledge and wisdom
Yeah.
there. You have it.
Definitely. Like,
So is there anything if you were to tell your younger self, you 5 years ago or something, any kind of advice for experiencing stuff like that and what for your younger self, maybe who didn't know what was going on, might have had some fears or anything around it, what would you say?
I would say, just like I said, go with the flow. Quit trying to
Do that.
control things that are out of your control.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you cannot. The stuff that happens to people and to me, and it's so frequent and changes every day because that's just how it is. That's
Right.
just how the cookie crumbles.
It does change every day.
I mean,
Nothing's set in stone.
if I could go back and tell myself, I'd be like, look, save your money.
Yeah.
Don't be crazy with your money, girl, and just go with the flow, because at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to control it. No matter how
Right.
much you want to, you're not going to.
Right. Just
Yeah,
live in the
yeah.
now.
That's beautiful. That's really great. And thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for being on the podcast. This is like a really great interview and I've really enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. I've enjoyed it too.
Yeah, and I just wow, you're a really good storyteller too. You know how to explain things so well. It's great. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Everclear. Everclear is an advice app where you can get your advice from psychics and empaths, and you can get the clarity you need to create the life you deserve. Everclear.com. So, Maddie, do you have any kind of way are you interested in promoting anything? Do you write? Do you sing? What do you do? Do you want to you have a website or?
No, I don't write. I'm not like a.
Well,
I
you
don't
just
have-
said that you were working on a book.
Well,
That's writing.
I'm working on a book, but it's kind of like an independent book. Like, I don't think anybody else would think it was funny.
No,
But-
I doubt it. You'd be
It doesn't
surprised.
matter.
If there's
Okay.
a book, there's a reader for it.
I'm working on a 15-page book called "I Don't Like That."
I like that.
It's called "I Don't Like That," and it's got stuff that I don't like. Just
Well,
things
if you ever publish it, I'll update it in the link, and people will find you that way too. When if you do, you can publish
Okay.
anything you want now.
Yeah, she's published books before.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, one of the pages in there is like, I don't like it starts off like when you try to give somebody a piece of gum and they're like, no. like,
Like, why
you're
not?
like, just take the gum because I'm just trying to be nice. Like, I'm just trying to, like, just trying to like, because like, you know, if somebody gives you a piece of gum, like that's a hint, like your breath kind of stinks. Your breath kind of stinks. And if I'm trying to give you a piece of gum and you're like, no, I'm like, live your life. You don't want to
Live your life.
Okay. And that's just kind of how the book follows. Like that's the first page. And
Well, I'm going to be insulted if she ever asks me for a piece of, or tries to give me a piece of gum.
Yeah, my breath doesn't smell. You
no,
smell like
if my breath
roses.
ever stinks, I would be so happy if somebody gave me. And like even if it didn't,
True.
I'm like,
A mint, yeah, like that's what your BFF does. They tell you when you have mascara in the corners of your eyes too. Your BFFs will tell you that.
Yes.
Because that's always a nightmare. Nobody wants to go to the bank, so mascara in the corners of the eyes, unless you do.
Yeah.
Because that can be a
My
style
mom always
sometimes.
used to say, I was gonna say, my mom always used to say that if somebody doesn't look out for you, they don't love you.
Yeah, that's true.
So if somebody doesn't give you a gum because your breath stinks, they don't love you. If somebody like doesn't, tell you like that you've got something on your pants that you can't see, they don't love you. Like,
no, but they just want to see you be embarrassed.
Yes.
This is crazy. I actually locked Gandalf out. Like I locked him out of the room and he opened the door somehow and is back in here and he just picked a candle up with his mouth. It's not lit. It's one I was making with wax, like dried wax. He picked it up and dropped it on my jewelry box of my rings. What is going on with this cat? My goodness.
Wow.
Oh no.
Something must be in there.
Come on, Gandalf. You're going out, but
I want to know.
I know how he got back in the bedroom because the door was closed and like he must have reached up and turned the knob. It doesn't push. Oh my goodness, Mal. You got some. Oh, that's it. Yeah, he's acting very strange, like aggressive. It's very weird. I'm not usually bothered by him when he's like being all loving, but he was being pushy. It's really interesting. What's up? Maybe he has some kind of mood swing thing going on, but it might be time for wet food. That might be what it is. Didn't think about that. Didn't think about that. Wet food's usually around 7, and that's it. We started at 7, so. But Maddie, thank you again so much. Listeners, thank you so much for listening. And Misty, of course, thank you. Misty found this beautiful, wonderful guest today that just like made my day. So thank you so much. And y'all have a wonderful day, night, whatever you're doing. Have a good day, night, whatever you're doing. Repeat, Pete and repeat. We're sitting on a boat. Pete fell off and who was left, Misty? Who was left, Misty?
What?
Peace out.
It's past Misty's bedtime.
Go to bed, Misty. I need to go to bed too. Thank you. Good night.